who is going to be Donald Trump's running mate? Who? Who wants to face the wrath of his MAGA morons when they bring out the noose after you refuse to follow one of Donald Trump's illegal orders? One of the top contenders for vice president was South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, but she's been subjected to a cascade of negative publicity ever since Trump became the presumptive nominee, and everybody thought she'd be an attractive pick. Noem has gone from top contender to that dog don't hunt. First, there were reports of Kristi Noem carrying on a months-long affair with Trump's first campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, even though Noem and Lewandowski were already married to other people. Lewandowski has a long history of women accusing him of sexual and physical assault, which might explain why Noem needed to go down to Dallas and get her teeth fixed. Remember this story? Kristi Noem decided to get work done on her teeth. That is an actual photograph she posted on Instagram. And she tried to pay for her dental work by cutting a series of infomercials for the cosmetic dentistry office that performed the surgery. She did this while governor of South Dakota. The governor of South Dakota thought it was okay to do infomercials for a dentist. It's probably illegal. This is one of the posts she put up on one of her social media accounts. It's probably illegal if I don't know if anything's illegal anymore in this country. It's definitely unethical, as well as maybe embarrassing, but can a Republican feel shame? Turns out when Kristi Noem talked about getting rid of Old Yeller, I thought she was talking about her teeth, but it was her dog Cricket. Yeah. In her new autobiography, Kristi Noem writes about her willingness to make the tough decision of killing her puppy. Yes. In her new autobiography, Kristi Noem brags about shooting to death the family puppy Cricket. Cricket was her hunting dog, and Kristi Noem writes that Cricket barked too much, and she said was a bit too joyful. Well, you can't have that. So she got out her shotgun and killed Cricket. And right after that, she writes, she decided to kill one of the family goats because just like Cricket the puppy, the goat didn't know how to behave. Mommy snapped and went on a killing spree. That's what happened. And in her fevered mind, she thinks this is a selling point to include in her autobiography because it shows you can make the tough decisions. Mommy was having a bad day as governor, and she killed the family puppy and then shot the goat. This, I'm sorry, Divine has passed away, because if we were going to make a movie, I would have Divine playing the role of Governor Kristi Noem having a bad day, killing the family puppy and the goat. And she said right after she killed the goat, there was blood all over her, and one of her kids got off the school bus. Hi, I made cookies. This is Divine. If I had to cast this, it's just Divine would be Divine playing Kristi Noem. But she tells this story in her autobiography that just came out. She wrote an autobiography because, she wants to be vice president. And she includes this story because she thinks she's telling voters, I can make tough decisions. No, you're demented. You're a puppy killer and a goat killer. And considering the state of your marriage, I suspect the real reason you killed that goat is because you were jealous of the attention it was getting from your husband. I suspect. That's what I've heard. That's what people are saying. I don't know if that's true, that Kristi Noem's husband was flirting with the goat because Kristi Noem was carrying on an affair with Corey Lewandowski. That's what people are saying. I don't know if that, I hope it's not true, but I would hate to think that the governor of South Dakota has a husband who's turned on by goats. And so I hope that's not true, but that's what I hear me saying right now. So, you know, I hope it's not true. Yes, so she's not vice presidential material. Then again, it's Donald Trump. She might be perfect to be Donald Trump's running mate.
It's time right now for the David Feldman Show.